What does it mean to be a millionaire? For most, the word conjures images of luxury cars, sprawling mansions, and bank accounts overflowing with zeros. It evokes a life of excess, where every desire is met with the swipe of a card or the signing of a check. But what if I told you there's another kind of wealth, one that cannot be measured in dollars or possessions? What if true wealth lies not in what you have, but in who you are? Welcome to the life of a spiritual millionaire. To be a spiritual millionaire is to possess a rich inner life, a life so settled, so deeply rooted, that no external event can shake its foundation. Imagine a lake, its surface perfectly still, reflecting the sky above. No matter how fierce the storm, the depths remain undisturbed. This is the essence of spiritual wealth, an unshakable peace that resides within. It's a peace that doesn't depend on the circumstances of your life, but rather on the quality of your inner world. It's the kind of wealth that grows not from accumulating, but from letting go of fear, of attachment, of the need to control. But spiritual wealth is not just about inner peace. It's also about an endless capacity to respond to the world around you, not with fear or judgment, but with openness and curiosity. A spiritual millionaire sees every interaction as an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. They are not afraid of being hurt or scarred by others, because they know that true strength lies in vulnerability. They understand that every person they meet, every experience they have, is a mirror reflecting something back to them. Something to be understood, something to be embraced. Being spiritually wealthy means embracing the unknown. It means stepping into new ideas, new places, and new challenges with a heart full of courage. It's about understanding that life is not a destination, but a journey. One that is richest when lived beyond the confines of the mind. The mind loves labels and conclusions, craves certainty, but a spiritual millionaire knows that true freedom lies in curiosity. They are willing to question, to investigate, to see the world with fresh eyes. They understand that every moment is new, and every situation is an invitation to respond afresh. Not from the past, but from the present. And here's the secret. The essence of life is not found at the peak of the mountain. It's found on the sides, in the journey, in the connections, in the small moments of beauty and wonder. A spiritual millionaire knows that the pursuit of external success, reaching the peak, is not the goal. The goal is to live fully, to love deeply, and to be present in every step of the climb. It's about finding joy in the process, not just the outcome. It's about understanding that the journey itself is the destination. So, how do you become a spiritual millionaire? It starts with a choice to look within, to cultivate peace, and to live with an open heart. It's a choice to let go of the need for control, to embrace the unknown, and to find joy in the journey. It's a choice to live not for the destination, but for the richness of the path itself. True wealth is not something you acquire. It's something you become. It's the stillness within, the courage to be vulnerable, and the willingness to live with curiosity and wonder. It's the realization that you are already whole, already complete, already rich beyond measure. You are a spiritual millionaire. All that's left is to live like one. To truly understand what it means to be a spiritual millionaire, we must first explore the foundations of spiritual wealth. Unlike material wealth, which is built through accumulation, spiritual wealth is built through release. It's about letting go of the things that weigh us down. Fear, anger, resentment, and the need for external validation. It's about cultivating a sense of inner peace that is not dependent on the circumstances of our lives. This inner peace is not something that can be bought or earned. It's something that must be cultivated through practice. It requires us to slow down, to breathe, and to connect with the present moment. It requires us to let go of the past and the future, and to fully inhabit the here and now. This is not always easy. Our minds are often filled with noise, worries, regrets, and endless to-do lists. But with practice, we can learn to quiet the mind and connect with the stillness within. This stillness is the foundation of spiritual wealth. It's the place from which we can respond to the world with clarity and compassion, rather than reacting out of fear or anger. It's the place from which we can see the world as it truly is, rather than through the lens of our own biases and judgments. It's the place from which we can truly connect with others, because we are no longer trapped in our own egos. One of the hallmarks of a spiritual millionaire is their willingness to be vulnerable. In a world that often values strength and invulnerability, this can seem counterintuitive. But true strength lies not in the ability to protect ourselves from pain, but in the willingness to open ourselves up to it. It's about being willing to feel deeply, to love deeply, and to be hurt deeply. It's about understanding that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. When we are vulnerable, we allow ourselves to be seen as we truly are. We let go of the masks we wear to protect ourselves, and we show up authentically in the world. This can be scary. It requires us to let go of the need for control and to trust that we will be okay no matter what happens. But it's also incredibly liberating. When we are vulnerable, we give others permission to be vulnerable as well. We create space for deep, authentic connections that are based on truth, rather than pretense. Another key aspect of spiritual wealth is the ability to live with curiosity and wonder. A spiritual millionaire approaches life with a sense of openness and curiosity, always willing to learn and grow. They understand that life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be explored. They are willing to question their assumptions, to challenge their beliefs, and to see the world with fresh eyes. This sense of curiosity and wonder is what keeps life vibrant and alive. It's what allows us to see the beauty in the everyday and to find joy in the small moments of life. It's what allows us to stay present, even in the face of challenges. When we approach life with curiosity and wonder, we are no longer trapped in the past or the future. We are fully alive in the present moment, and we are able to respond to life with creativity and flexibility. Ultimately, the life of a spiritual millionaire is about the journey, not the destination. It's about understanding that life is not a race to be won, but a dance to be enjoyed. It's about finding joy in the process, rather than just the outcome. It's about understanding that the true richness of life lies not in what we achieve, but in how we live. This doesn't mean that we shouldn't have goals or aspirations. It simply means that we shouldn't be so focused on the end result that we forget to enjoy the journey. It's about finding balance between striving and surrendering, between doing and being. It's about understanding that the journey itself is the destination. So, how do you become a spiritual millionaire? It starts with a choice to look within, to cultivate peace, and to live with an open heart. It's a choice to let go of the need for control, to embrace the unknown, and to find joy in the journey. It's a choice to live not for the destination, but for the richness of the path itself. This choice is not always easy. It requires us to confront our fears, to let go of our attachments, and to embrace the uncertainty of life. But it's also incredibly rewarding. When we choose to live as spiritual millionaires, we discover a sense of peace and fulfillment that cannot be found in material wealth. We discover that true wealth is not something we acquire, but something we become.